The following is a Rural Roots Canada production. In this episode of Rural Roots Canada, we find out what the farmer model conversation is all about, we find the inspiration behind the Advancing Women Conferences, and take a look back at the year from the dairy producer's perspective. This is Rural Roots Canada, and I'm Eric Smith, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture. 3 questions are being posed to farmers in social media conversation about cereal breeding and research. As one of the last acts as chairman of Alberta Barley, Matt Sawyer unveiled the farmer model at the organization's annual general meeting in Banff 2 weeks ago. The social media conversation, being backed by several agricultural organizations, is aimed at getting farmers engaged. Sawyer tells Rural Roots Canada farmers need to have their say when there is so much change going on.
You know, we've got changes to the varietal registration system. We have, Bill C-18 coming up, which is UPOV 91. There's going to be a lot of changes to our industry, and the farmer model was to engage farmers and get them to engage in the discussion going forward of where they want to see our industry go and what type of funding model do they see that works for them.
Sawyer says it's easy to get involved.
And if you look at www.albertabarley.com, and I'm not sure about the other websites for the other organizations, but Google it, talk to your local representatives, say that you want to get engaged and get involved, and it's a wonderful learning process, and you've got to start somewhere.
It's a nationally renowned conference that teaches leadership and life skills to women in the agricultural industry. Iris Meck and her team at her communications firm in Calgary are once again tapping into inspiration as the driving force behind the next Advancing Women Conference in Calgary on April 6th and 7th, 2015. Meck says the conference provides women in agriculture with leadership and life skills.
So we're looking at bringing in women that are from the agricultural industry and outside of the agricultural industry to talk to the audience of women, whether you're a producer, an entrepreneur, or a woman that works for an organization, to learn the skills and tools in becoming a better leader.
She says last year's conference resulted in so many stories of inspiration.
Women that came to it didn't know what to expect at first, but when they left, they found a real sisterhood. They found that we're all the same. We all have those insecurities, but we can still achieve great success in whatever we want to set our mind to and whatever goal we have in place.
A second conference will be held in Toronto on October 5th and 6th, 2015. As 2014 comes to a close, the chairman of AlbertaMilk has no shortage of positives he believes the dairy industry can pull from this year. Tom Kutstra says this year has been a good one for the industry.
We've seen market growth. Producers have recognized a 6.5% production increase and lots of opportunity to ship according to your quota based on the number of incentive days that we've added.
However, Kutstra says with the growth, producers are struggling to meet the demand, but is confident given enough time, they will be able to catch up. For more on these stories, go to ruralrootscanada.com. For Rural Roots Canada, I'm Eric Smith, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture. This has been a Rural Roots Canada production.